Here are the following things that you're going to need for your DIY claw hair clip to hold your hair together, and a elastic hairband or hair clip. I'm using about eight clips right now. Also a prong hair clip. And of course, you can't forget your little DIY hair mask. In this case, I'm using a pre-made a Miss Bollywood Ayurvedic hair strengthener. And make sure that your hair is detangled to make this process much easier, and just section it off into 4 to 8 sections. In this case, I have sectioned off the hair into about 8 sections. Wrap yourself with your upper body with a used towel, old towel that you don't mind getting dirty and stained, or you could also use a professional salon cape. Okay, so we're going to start off at the back of the hair. I just loosened up the section. I would highly suggest that you take some of the hair mask and actually apply it from the roots of your hair all the way down to the tips of your hair. Make sure that you actually um, once you're working in a section that you kind of break it up into another section, if you know what I mean. So you could, break it in half and make sure you really lather and moisturize the hair extremely well with this mask to make sure all of your hair is being covered. You do not want to miss any of your hair strands. You want to ensure that it's getting the full benefit of this hair mask, which is a complete gem for your hair. Okay. In this case, the hair was not detangled, so I'm sort of like lightly detangling it. It's quite knotted. So I would suggest to make the process much easier, again, to you do this on detangled hair. Okay. And then you just wrap it around again into retwist it and wrap it around into a bantu knot, or you could just use an elastic hair clip to actually just hold it together in a little bun if you don't know how to do that. Or you could just leave all your hair out as you go through each section. You don't have to bother rewrapping it. I prefer to make the hair more manageable and easier during the wash process to actually just rewrapping it after I have applied the hair mask to it. So I'm just going to wrap it around again and definitely just spread it like butter, baby, all over that hair. Do not miss a strand. Always keep in mind from roots to tips. Okay, open that up. And as you're going through it, even if you detangled your hair from, before you even apply this whole process, you could still I would suggest just lightly detangle as you go through, and you'll find it with ease with this particular hair mask in this case. Okay. And actually, don't forget the ends of the hair. You're going to actually just kind of brush your fingers through it lightly. Remember, this is the oldest part of your hair, so be extremely gentle. You don't want to pull it out, but you just want to make sure that you're not leaving any unnecessary tangles or any knots of such. And you're going to wrap that back up again. Okay, and you're just going to continue to proceed throughout your whole hair, actually doing the same process and just repeat it again until you get to the end. Now, this type of application of a hair mask would be much more applicable and beneficial for all of you beauties who have natural, curly, coily, kinky hair or very thick hair, and you're just trying to find the much easier process to get through it. Okay, this would be a good method for you to use in your DIY hair mask applications. Now, if you have more like a fine or straight hair, all you would need to do is pretty much just, lather all of that hair mask onto your hair and then wrap it up into a bun. And if you want to hold that bun up with a little clip, you can. And then after that, put a shower cap on if that's the case. So that would be more applicable for your hair texture. Okay. So in this case, as you could see how the hair is all out here before I wrapped it. That's what I meant, where you don't really have to wrap it up. Once you take down this section, you can just leave all the hair out if you wish. But if you want to have it to be, easier to manage when you're going to wash it out at the end, then I would suggest that um, You could just wrap it back up or just use the elastic, hair elastic to put your hair in a little bun, or basically just hold it up with the hair elastic. Okay, and I would highly suggest do not use actual elastic bands in itself. So when I say that, I don't really mean I'm using the actual elastic bands. Those elastic bands you use for more arts and crafts, or things to hold. More stationary elastic bands. Don't put that on your hair because it actually pulls your hair. I'm just talking about those elastic bands for your hair, hair elastics. You know what I mean? Okay, so now that all the hair is wrapped up, this is how it should look, nicely saturated and covered. There you go. And you're going to put a shower cap or a clean plastic bag over your head. Okay. And I would say leave that on for about between 20 minutes to an hour. The longer, the better. In this case, I'll be leaving it on for about 1 hour. And then I'm going to wash it, rinse it out and wash it. And then you can go back to, oiling your scalp and all that good stuff. So I would highly suggest you do this application at least once a week for your healthy, natural hair routine. Enjoy.